Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is an absolute banger, as always, if I say so myself. I've got 58 and I think I get 25 kills or something like that, 25 deaths, using this MP40, my current favourite SMG, on Bocage, whatever you want to call it. But before we get into the gameplay, I just wanted to address something on the channel recently. I know that I've been seeing comments pop up, basically on my notifications, and then once I go into it, it says the comment is no longer available, and it turns out it's due to the fact that, I don't know, I think there's something wrong with YouTube at the moment. So essentially I just wanted to say that if there's comments that I'm not replying to, I do apologise. Feel free to delete them and re-add them. I should be able to see them. It's usually replies to comments that I've already seen or replied to, which is a bit bizarre. But yeah, other than that, everything's good. Happy with everything. Yeah, and on that note, don't be afraid to say hi in the channel, in the comments. So if it is visible to me, I do always say hello. And if there's any questions or tips you want, just pop it down in the comments section. I'm always here to help. That's essentially the point of this channel, as well as showing you absolutely disgusting VODs. So, as I said, I'm using the MP40, which is going to be my go-to SMG in the competitive game site. And I don't think I've said yet, but this is a competitive game. I'm playing in Gamebattles, which is so essentially a third party away from Call of Duty, which hosts a load of competitive rule set game modes. So if you guys are missing league play, you want that competitive side of things, I would suggest creating a Gamebattles account. You have to link your Activision account or something like that, but it makes you can then just join up games. You search for games, maybe even free tournaments. There's a free S&D tournament every other day, like 2v2s. It's good fun. If you are missing league play, you are missing the competitive aspect of things, you're getting tired of pubs, I'll give Gamebattles a go. It's good fun. Some people are really sweaty, some people aren't, but it's just, it's worth jumping on. So yeah, that's essentially what it is. I've got a couple of teammates here that you've probably recognised. I've got HS, Mercs, and JW. Oh no, this is 3, sorry. So it's just me, Hayden, and Joe. And I think we're pretty much triple subbing. I think this is probably the only map which you can get away doing that. I'm just going to be going into, tips and tricks on how to use an SMG properly in this game. Obviously, I'm still relatively new to it, as most of you guys are. But here I am picking up 2 pieces. Somehow bottle that. I think I've jumped up to the left, frustratingly, but hey ho, is what it is. So, SMG, as you can tell, I'm running Ninja, Radar, and double time. That essentially just means that I can run, well, first off, Ninja, you can run silently around the map, and as an SMG, you sort of want to be mobile, you want to be going left, right, and centre, getting behind people, creating flanks. So you want to have an Ninja, you don't want to be heard by the enemy whatsoever. Secondly, Radar, this is the go-to one. You need this in GBs. If you guys are aware of the GB rule set, everything else is pretty much banned. So that's essentially what I'm using for that. And then double time. So off spawn, you'll be able to run twice as long with tac sprint, which basically means you're going to be able to get to the point a lot quicker. And for those short bursts, it's much more preferable for me than lightweight is, which is essentially just you run faster all of the time. Which I don't think is which isn't as important. Frustratingly, I get double chowed there. Pretty gutted. So I could have kept the streak going. Hey, is what it is. Is what it is. I'm also using a knife, just as I say, to get around the map a lot quicker. Yeah, it's a good class up. If you haven't tried it, make sure you give it a go. I know Gamma Bombs are currently GA'd in the competitive side of things, but I think Gamma Bombs are still okay to use. I don't know how that guy didn't see me. There's me picking up. I mean, this is just, whew, I'm loving this. This is actually probably my favourite map. Just because you can run around using an SMG and just go absolutely nuts. So what's your guys' preferable gun to use? Is it an AR? Is it a sub? If you're playing pubs, you're using an LMG, because I know they absolutely dominate on pubs. And what's your favourite map? What's your go-to map? For me, I think just for the competitive side of things, this is my favourite one. I can enjoy Castle as well, or Demians, but they're a bit iffy at times. It depends how I'm feeling on the day. They're more AR-focused maps. Yeah, I'd say Bocage, whatever it's called. See, it's my favourite map, and I don't even know how to bloody pronounce it. That's me all over. Unprofessional, left, right, and centre. Yes, so essentially, as an SMG on this map, I know I've said I've got, every other person on my team is an SMG. I think, to be fair, it helps that most of them are also SMGs. So you can, you can chow. The class setup I've got right here just enables me to be able to beam somewhat at long range, as well as, decimate at the closer range engagement gunfights. And you're always there to get trades. You never want to have, say, see right there, you only really needed one person on the hill. You need one person on the hill, you need one slightly off of it, so that when the person on the hill gets chowed, maybe gets killed, if they win their ones, great. You can continue holding where you were supposed to be holding. However, if, the unfortunate circumstance where they don't win their one-on-one on the hill, you can then hop up, get the trade. They should be relatively weak if your teammates have got any sort of thumbs attached to their hands. And get the trade. I think the other thing with this game is connection can be a bit iffy. There's been so many times recently where I've jumped into game battles, even on private matches, even with me host, and I'm getting high latency left, right, and centre. So that is a pain in the ass sometimes. But if you even with a stable connection, I think it can be a bit iffy. I think I got my teammate killed there with a gammon bomb. Don't usually like to admit those sort of things, but hey ho, is what it is. So right here, we're just coming off P1. We've got P2 spawns still, thankfully, which is just to the left. And if I know, I've been seeing a couple of people on Reddit. There's a COD competitive Reddit if you guys aren't aware of it. It's essentially a load of people who are interested in the competitive side of Call of Duty. They like playing League, playing game battles. But I saw a guy commenting on there saying, I need to know, what are the routes? What's the best routes off spawn for certain maps? And essentially, the best thing I can say is just watch VODs. If there are any guys feeling the same, you're not entirely sure. I got shot on there. Not entirely sure what the best routes are for S&D or hardpoint. I mean, I mainly play hardpoint at the moment. Yeah, just watch other people. I mean, there's me. But there's a bunch of other people who play. Watching pro scrims on Twitch is usually a good idea, simply due to the fact that they're the professionals and they're going to know what they're doing. I sort of know what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I just got caught running out with a knife there. Just as I say, I sort of know what I'm doing. But yeah, maybe take note of what I'm doing, the rush notes I'm doing, and maybe try those out. See, right there, as I've come off spawn, it's my duty to get the rest of the time on hill as they rotate. I see a lot of people running past people who are staying on the hill. The person who's currently on the hill should push off of the hill, their side of it, just as you get to the the side of it from the spawn. It just means that you maximise time and you've got someone in the gunfight at the next hill as quickly as possible. So that is one mistake I do see a lot of people making, maybe a lot of the newer players. But it is avoidable by doing what I say. So the games, we've pretty much got 200 points right now. We're pretty much smashing these guys. They've only got not even 100 just yet, and that's why Gammons are G8'd. See right there, I didn't cater to the fact that, I mean, what's that spawn? The amount of times I spawn just staring up at the sky in this map is a joke. Woo! That was spicy. That was close. Nearly cocked that one up. Yeah, the amount of times I spawn looking up at the sky. Anyway. Is he going to chow me? No, he doesn't. Scared. He knows I've got the gunny this game. Because I don't always trust me. So I've just got absolutely shot on there. That's why sliding in this game is absolutely nuts. Especially because I think I've 104 FOV, which is relatively okay. I don't think that's too high. A lot of people tend to sit around the 100 sort of mark. Yeah, but I've got 104 FOV and that guy's still sort of not cameraed me, but sort of, I couldn't follow him with my field of view. So right here, we're in the barn hard point, which means that the last one is back right on the hill near the big tree. So we're sort of in the back of our heads playing for that. There's just me picking two pieces left, right, and centre, baby. So yeah, we're sort of playing for next. I'm sort of reading the spawns, checking the spawns. I'm thinking, right, they're not here. We need to rotate. They can chow me one shot. God knows why. Unfortunately, we are still spawning here. So at this point, I'd, just try and get the kills. Failed to do so, which means we have to do a full regain. However, I've got this godly spawn. I don't know whether they weren't blocking or anything like that. But they just let me hang around here for way too long. And for whatever reason, I thought jumping and shooting at ghosts was a good idea. Was not. I can confirm, was not. So again, they've still got control of this hill, meaning that we're, in a bit of a deficit here. I'm not really sure where I'm going, but I'm thinking, right, I can call out a cool streak, score streak. I'm going to be able to tell where they are, and help my team out in clearing the hill if needs be. So I'll get the guy off the hill simply due to the fact that we know that there's a guy on the hill. So there's only several, especially on this hard point, there's only a few places they're going to be able to kill me from, or capture the hill from. So getting the guy off the hill means that you can sort of locate where the second/third guy is a lot easier. Right, so now we're playing for P1. I'm sort of going, trying to go. I just got unfortunate timing there, annoyingly. The plan for me there was to try and, cut them off from when they were spawning. Nailed myself, apparently. Yeah, that's essentially what the plan was. However, I've just noticed a teammate has spawned out because P2, the second hardpoint, is in the field to my right near where the tanks are. See, that Stolzy guy is actually a solid player. He shot on me numerous times, unfortunately. Fortunately for him, unfortunately for me. Again, shaky shots from me there. See, I think it got to this point in the game where I was costing quite a lot because my deaths were just left, right, and centre. I wasn't, paying attention to the fact that we needed a hill, and I was just sprinting at the hill. Just because we've got, 16 seconds left, we need the hill. So I really wasn't, I probably should have prioritised getting rotation rather than just gumping it straight to the next hill. It is what it is. Thankfully on this game, I mean, you just saw that they called out a glide bomb. You have a lot of time because you can't speed boost the glide bombs. You do have a lot of time to, be able to run inside and get together if possible. So don't be afraid that if you see a glide bomb coming in, you're pretty much done for, because that's not always the case. Thankfully, it gets to this sort of time in the game and my teammate starts smacking, and he's getting 3 pieces left, right, and centre, and we win the game. So we all go off. We all get a 50 bomb. It was a good game. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I will catch you in the next one. Leave a like, comment, and sub if you want to see more of this sort of content. And if there's anything specifically not the ocean, specifically you'd like to see, make sure you let me know down in the comments. As always, this is me, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.